Hello, Sagittarius. How are you doing? This is going to be a tarot reading and prediction / channeled messages for you for the month of July. It's going to be one of those things where we're going to see what energy is most prevalent and then go from there just to see what's going to be showing its head in the month of July. Maybe you're showing up more. That's what I'm seeing, you showing up more, like your head is popping up out of the ground, because I feel like there's been despite the warmer weather in springtime, it's been sort of like I want to say like hedgehog moment. Or not hedgehog, I'm thinking groundhog moment, where it's like you pop out of the ground and you're like, hello, and then you're like, oh, I need to go back down again, like, and then you pop back up, hello, and then you go back down under the ground again. And maybe your life also feels a little bit like repetitive or mundane, like the movie Groundhog's Day, if you've ever seen that movie with Bill Murray, where basically the same day repeats itself over and over until he like learns his life lesson that he's meant to learn. That's kind of what you've been going through right now, Sagittarius. Like, what life lesson do you need to learn that is causing your life to repeat itself, similar to like Groundhog's Day? So, or whatever it is, even if it's not your whole life, it could be just like a section of your life. Maybe like you're not satisfied with your relationships, or your relationships always seem to have like the same problems. That would be something that would be like, all right, what lesson do you need to learn in order to break free from that repetitive cycle? It could be that way for love. It could be that way for your career. It could be that way for your finances. It could be that way for your friends, your family, pretty much anything. Your own self-talk to yourself about, the future or your own life, or even maybe your looks. I feel like your looks are upgrading. I just saw somebody like checking themselves out in the mirror, and like what used to be a like negative self-talk festival while you look at yourself in the mirror, it's now like an act of self-love to look into the mirror and check yourself out and be like, you know what, I'm not half bad. Like, I like this part about my face, I like this part about my hair. Like, you give yourself compliments rather than criticism, I feel, more and more as you look in the mirror, because you're realizing the value of self-worth and self-love, that it's not conceited to say, hey, you know what, I have some good qualities and I adore those qualities of myself. Because that's the thing, like, as an adult, you have to learn to do that for yourself, because I'm not going to say nobody's going to do that for you. Like, of course, you're going to have people in your life that tell you you're beautiful, or tell you you're handsome, or tell you you're this or that or the other. But to only rely on other people to validate you is a dangerous, dangerous place to be. That's where a lot of unhappiness can happen in your life. So learning to basically give to yourself what you wish others would give to you is actually going to help, not only help other people want to give those things to you, but you're going to feel more happy and satisfied because you can trust yourself to give you the things that you need in order to feel good and have a good life. So that's what I'm getting out of my intuition in regards to you, Sagittarius, especially in the month of July. It's going to be one of those months for you where a lot's gonna, like, it may seem repetitive, but a lot is happening under the surface. A lot is happening even if you don't see it on the external. It's like it's things are moving, things are taking place, that you have planted seeds and those seeds are growing, and it's kind of like, all right, this is kind of the point of no return, I feel like. So time to come out of the ground. I don't want to say permanently, but like for a longer stint of time rather than just like pop up, hello, and then go back down and then come back up and then go back down. It's like you're going to want to pop back out and stay out for longer in the month of July. And that doesn't mean like hanging out with other people and dedicating all of your time to other people. You might have actually been doing that a little too much. This is more like, all right, I'm going to stick with what I set out to do without receding, hiding, falling off the bandwagon, things like that. Like you're really determined in the month of July. That's what I'm feeling. So let's draw the rest of these cards before I continue talking and see what we've got. All right. Very interesting. Let's look at the bottom of the deck here as well. Okay. Interesting. Well, so far I'm seeing a lot of singular imagery in these cards, except the very last one, which is reversed. Other than the bottom of the deck, that's also reversed. This, you know, I'm drawn to talk about this card here, the bottom of the deck energy. It's the Great Bear card. And to me, this is like you are being invited into a portal. You are being invited to take the journey to the next step. And, well, you have been taking the journey to the next step. What I feel like this is you have reached a spot in your journey where it's like, all right, now go through this threshold because it's the point of no return. That I'm seeing that so strongly in this card, because what you see is you see the Big Dipper here, and then you've got basically the Ursa Major, which is the Big Dipper. That's this giant bear here. And the fact that it's a polar bear, I find interesting. I'm saying interesting so many times this reading. Interesting. Everything's interesting. The polar bear represents your spirituality, like your warriorness in spirituality, your ability to persevere with your beliefs, with your intuition, with your inner truth, with your soul's purpose. Basically, that's what the polar bear is there for, is to say it doesn't matter how grim or barren things get, we can survive. You have gone through some serious stuff, Sagittarius. I can just feel that. And you've persevered. Not only have you persevered, but you've actually created a beautiful life so far with, despite the trials and tribulations that you've been through. This polar bear, I see, it's like inviting you into this. I don't see this as a cave per se, although you could take that as a cave where it's like, you know, going within and really getting truthful about what you need and actually taking action on that in the month of July, especially. This is going to like come to a head for you. This is going to be very obvious for you to see. I see this more as like a threshold, because these two pillars here and these rocks here are purposefully placed to show the importance of this entry point. This entrance is the entrance to your new life, Sagittarius. You are on that path. You have gone through the forest. This, I see, it's like you've gone through the forest and you're coming out literally the other side to be greeted with this powerful, powerful beast. That could kill you in one swipe. But instead of it attacking, it's beckoning you forward into the next part of your life. And the next part of your life, if you see this aurora borealis around the polar bear up in the sky, it's kind of like set behind the polar bear. And it's basically saying your life is full of magic. You're the next threshold that you cross over into the next phase of your life is going to be a blessing. It's going to be abundant. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to feel magical. That's how amazing it's going to be. It's going to be like, you can't believe it, because it's like, what great fortune you have. Like you almost feel like you won the lottery. Like you're so lucky. Like, what did I do to deserve this? But guess what, Sagittarius? The polar bear is here to show you that you are worthy. If you weren't worthy, that polar bear would come attack you. But it's not. It's saying you are worthy because you have done What you have fought the great fight. You are just as powerful as this polar bear here. You are a worthy adversary, Sagittarius. You have earned the next step. You haven't, like, I don't want to say like you haven't gotten lucky, you haven't won the lottery, you haven't just like by chance gotten these things. No, you have planted the seeds and you've done the work and you've done the healing and you've gone through so many hardships and come out the other side better for it, to the point where you deserve the next phase that's going to happen in your life. I want to say the fact that it's reversed, I feel, is that may feel delayed to you. It may feel like July might feel, I'm getting two stories here where there's some of you who it feels like it's going to be kind of mundane, day to day, kind of repetitive cycle. And you're just like, gosh, like, am I not going anywhere? Is my life not going to change? Is this going to be my life forever? Like, you're ready for the next step. You're ready for that next shift in your life. And it's sort of like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? And I can see just by looking in these cards that it's, you're going to, like, patience is being called to you, for you, because it is guaranteed this threshold, this next phase of your life, but it may not happen as quickly as you would like it to. So that's one side of the story, and the other side of the story is that you're in the transition right now. Like, you're in the thick of it. You've crossed that threshold, or you're about to cross that threshold, and it's like things are hopping in the month of July. Like, I also feel for the end of the year. So the thing is, though, if that's true, you will know it already by now, by the time you watch this video. So for the most of you, I feel like, for the majority of you, I feel like it's about patience, because things might feel a little mundane, but know and trust that you are on the precipice of this threshold. You have emerged from the dark forest and you are entering this portal into the next phase of your life, which is going to be full of magic and miracles. Okay? Like, trust the universe, trust your spirit guides, trust yourself to know that you are making the right decisions. You are already on the path to get the life that you've always dreamed of. That is what I'm feeling really strongly. So in the cards here, we see the Queen of Vessels, which is the Queen of Cups, per se, like, you know, but in this deck, it's the Queen of Vessels, which I find funny that they use a salmon for that, because if you think about what a salmon does, is they defy gravity. Like, they are a fish that will return to its home base after going all the way out to the ocean and then coming all the way back upstream, which means up waterfalls, upstream. Like, these fish will stop at nothing to get to their goal. That's what I'm feeling, is there's this emotional satisfaction in the fact that you can jump over hurdles no matter how daunting they may seem. Like, imagine a salmon, like, okay, I'm supposed to return home to, you know, spawn eggs or whatever and create the next generation. It's like, imagine a fish swimming up from the ocean and being like, oh, darn, a waterfall, I better turn around and just die. Like, no. Do you see yourself that way, Sagittarius? Because that's not how you are at all. This is saying, like, keep that energy, keep it going, keep it going. Your goals, like, keep a laser focus on your goals. Because this next card, the King of Vessels, is the King of Cups. And it's a heron, and herons to me represent patience, because these birds, in order to fish and gain sustenance and feed their families, they are standing in this water for hours and hours and hours, waiting for the opportunity, like the fish, to swim towards it close enough for it to snatch it out of the water. So that's what I'm seeing, is it's time to snatch your emotional well-being out of the water, in realizing that you have what it takes to make your life dreams come true. You have what it takes to achieve your goals, whatever those goals may be. Also, the fact that we have the Queen and King of Cups, or Vessels, in this reading right next to each other is saying that there is a love partner in your life. Like, whether you're about to meet that love partner or you already are in a relationship, or this may be talking about self-love. I think it's a little bit of a combination of both, to be honest with you. It's saying that you two are a team, whether that's talking about you and yourself, you and your higher self, or you and another person that's already in your life, or the person that's coming into your life. It's going to feel like a team. If it doesn't feel like you're both on the same team, achieving the same goals, and you make each other's lives better, then that's not the relationship for you. But this is saying that that divine counterpart is happening or has happened for you. I really feel like it's already happened for most of you Sagittariuses. I don't know. Plural for Sagittarius, Sagittarius. Yeah, I think it's, I don't know. Anyways, it's basically saying like this solitary energy I'm feeling, it's like it's time for you to focus on what you want and your goals. But don't forget about the person in your life that is your teammate that helps you get those goals. It may say to really pay attention to the people that are the most important in your life, like literally maybe just one other person. Maybe if you live with another person, or if you're partnered up and you live with that person, like really having that person be the only person in your life at this moment. I'm not saying that, you shouldn't go hang out with friends and things like that. What I'm saying is, as far as I feel like sharing your secrets or sharing your goals, your ambitions, your hopes and dreams, it's like kind of it's a very personal thing for you, Sagittarius, and it's really good to share that personal thing with one other person that you very much trust and rely on, which is going to feel like a partner to you. It's going to feel like a teammate to you, a really important teammate. I feel like it's kind of important for the month of July to kind of keep those things to yourself a little bit. Share them with whoever you want, of course. This reading is not going to dictate your life, hopefully, but it will help you have the guidance of knowing, okay, maybe it's time to really get focused. Like that's the feeling I keep getting with this is get focused. Like whatever it is you're trying to achieve, it's time to get focused. Because and the reason why I'm saying like go into more solitary energy or just have like one other person around you that you can really rely on is because I see this 3 of Cups reversed, and to me this cup is about, or this card is about other people, like partying, spending time with other people, going to events, going to outings, going to groups and activities and things like that. I feel like there's going to be a lot of distractions, which aren't necessarily a bad thing. Like when your friends invite you to go camping, or you want to like go to that party downtown or whatever, it's going to be in your best interest to focus on yourself more than other people this month of July. That is what I'm been trying to say. That is what I'm saying. And that's what that card means to me is there's going to be a lot of distractions from external sources of like, oh, come do this, or oh, come do that. And then next thing you know, at the end of the day, you haven't had much time to spend on what you want to do, your projects, your ambitions, your goals. Because Sagittarius, I feel like you are meant for something really, really big in this lifetime, whether that is setting a foundation for your future spawn to have a glorious life, like whether that's being a supporter in the foundation of your own family, or whether that's creating a passion project, or whether that's anything. Honestly, it's like the world needs the Sagittarius innovation, Sagittarius creativity, Sagittarius energy. We need that energy out in the world more right now, because if you think about what Sagittarius represents, it represents higher knowledge. It represents philosophical ideas and being able to wanting to explore spirituality and explore those deeper parts of ourselves, explore the world around us. And that's kind of what's on lockdown. That's what's been on lockdown for so long. And now more people are scared of each other, and there's more fighting going on. There's less higher thinking in the world right now. There's less and this is just like part of the world, you know, a big chunk of the world is fighting, a big chunk of the world is in low vibration, a big chunk of the world is not in their higher power, not thinking about spirituality, not thinking about connectedness, not thinking about exploration of all fields of science and spirituality and art and all that stuff. It's just right now it feels like the world is kind of tearing itself apart. That's why we need Sagittarius energy, because Sagittarius energy is about movement forward in the direction of your higher power. And one little side note, if you hear a squeak sound, that is my puppy playing with his toys. He's entertaining himself like literally right off camera, right over there on the floor. He's being really cute, so anyways, I hope that this reading helped you. I hope that you got some value out of this. If so, smash that thumbs up button, give this video a like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you feel called to do so. You're never obligated to do anything on this channel. I'm just glad that you're here spending time with me. So one last thing before we go, I wanted to point out this stone here that I've picked out for our fellow fire signs, including ourselves. Here, I'm a Sagittarius, that's why I keep referring to us, you know. It is citrine. Now look at that. Isn't that just so beautiful? It's got a very gemmy quality. Get yourself a piece of citrine, put it in your pocket, wear it on a ring, wear it on a bracelet, wear it on a necklace. I've been wearing a citrine necklace for the past month, and it has helped me so much with feeling okay in this world, feeling like I have a place in this world, feeling like I have what it takes to achieve my goals and ambitions. So no matter what's going on in the world around me. So I hope that you can find that within yourself too. And I am so glad that I am here to be able to deliver these messages to you, and I hope that they serve you well in the month of July and hopefully forward from there as well. So thank you so much, and I will see you next time. Bye.